Okay, so what's up? Brandon Jeffers, Inclusive. So what's one of our biggest attractions here, our biggest aspirations here? It's our community dispensary machine. It's like the thing I hear most people ask me about. So I want to tell you more about how it works and what we plan on utilizing it to help our community. And blah blah blah. You know the spiel that I say every time. So that's what we're discussing with you. I'm discussing with you today here on Inclusive Racial Medical and Listen on YouTube. So what we want to make, if you want to we want to purchase these refurbished ones, and as you can see when you look at the ad for it, you can see that you're not paying no extra overhead or nothing like that. You're paying for exactly what the service that we're giving you, and you're paying for the machine, and those proceeds do in fact go to charity. So hold on, I'll try to get me some good lighting. So let's see if that's better. Put it right behind my head. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so we want to make a manufacturing plant. Our goal is to get funded or get donated to us. A hangar like out on the Air Force Base, one of those hangars out there, where we place our dispensary at. Where our dispensary for our nonprofit is the distribution portion of our company is for the nonprofit. So that is where you will find the things that are charitable things that are not for profit. But then the Inclusive strand is our for-profit portion of our non-profit. I guess you can say it like that, but it's our for-profit. So inside the actual little dispensary machines, those are our dispensaries. We don't have a dispensary like you would say, like the one you will see over here, Rainbow Plug. We don't have a physical dispensary like that. We have the dispensary machines. Those are our dispensaries. That's an inclusive dispensary. It's called a community dispensary machine. So we coined it, we claim it, and we're taking responsibility for it. Okay? So those machines we're the only ones that make them here in Oklahoma. So we're refurbishing them. So we get them donated, or we purchase them ourselves. We purchase them, but it still costs us the same amount to ship it out to you. Most of them. We will be purchasing, because with the plan you pay $2,000, $1,000 of it goes for your machine. So you'll get a refurbished machine. Some of them are purchased, some of them we don't purchase them, but you guys purchase them. But some of them are donated, and some of them are purchased by us. Some of them, I'm just saying, be candid with you. You pay $1,000 for that, and that gets you your machine. You can set your machine anywhere you want to inside your lobby of your dispensary. It has to be in the library. It has to be in the lobby of a dispensary. It can't be behind the counter because people can't come and get it. How are they going to give it to the charity? But if you're a homeowner and you want to buy a dispensary, a community dispensary machine, and place it, like, say, in your garage, where you can have us come stock it, we will have little 2-seater trucks. Where two guys just drive around all day long. This is my game plan, a blueprint of how it will work. Two guys ride around in there, and they go from the distribution little hangar, like over here by the air base. I would love to have a place by the air base over here, where it just has a first base, where it just has like a little hangar, and out in the field where they just go up there, drive down there, get their stuff, and people can come there and go to work, and they come there and they package the little cigarettes for us. they break it up and weigh it out and package it for us. And then our delivery guys go out and deliver it to the little things. And we also have a community delivery. We have a corporate delivery, which is the ones that give it out to the dispensaries, and then we have a community delivery, and that's the person that just gives it out in the community. So and the person that does it in the community does it as a volunteer, so they don't get paid for the work they do as charity. They can smoke weed all day long if they want to out of the distribution center, because it's all donated medicinal. So that's the game plan of how it works. And then from the dispensary machines, once we refurbish them, we put the ad on there. We put our logo on there and our ad on there. Your stores will also go onto your website, so it will have the Inclusive logo will be on the top part of it, and then your big logo, store logo, will be on the bottom part of it. They're custom made machines that will go to your what's name. Even if you have one in your home, they're custom made. Although we do just have a default model that's just the big marijuana plant, and then the inclusive. They have to have the inclusive stamp on there so that it qualifies for our programs. And our programs are the homegrown home growers program, where you can have if you have a Oklahoma buyers and growers license, you can package up your own homegrown up to 28 grams, and you can give us more than 28 grams, but the 28 grams you have to use, the 28 grams is what you use as your entry fee or your entry every time you do it. You have to donate to be able to stock the machine, so you have to donate. So each month you have to donate 28 grams. So you package them up however you want to, what kind of packaging you want them to be on. Begin one of our drivers coming, our little two-seaters, little two-seater Ford trucks comes there, picks up the deliveries, you sign the receipt and everything like that. And then after the end of the month, and then the month we send inclusive sends out to you a paper check of what's the difference of what you made inside the machine. You pay 15%. The people that do the homegrowners, they do 15%. The person that owns the actual machine takes 5% of your sales, and they can do whatever they want with that. That's their for the commission. That's theirs for leasing that little space, or leasing your space that you put inside the machine, because they own the machine. So we have to give them an incentive of wanting to even have somebody else in their machine. But it's because of the charity cost inside their agreement and the purchase of it. So that's why they have to have some charity in there. So these things qualify as charities through our program, because each one of your donations, 28-gram donations, is attached to a different charity, which is not of your own choice. We do it equally. It's equally across the board. So our charities get fed money fairly across our inclusive strand program. So, and then each dispensary machine is connected to a national or a state charity, and the 20% of that goes to 20% of those sales go to the charity that's attached to that machine, which is non-discretion. I mean, you don't choose which charity you want to put it on. Once you purchase the machine, it's attached already naturally. The sticker will be on the back. You'll know who it's connected to, but you cannot change who it's connected to. There are always people connected to that. I always get 20% of those sales, and if the homegrown, it will get their percentage of it. Theirs is a lower percentage because theirs is not medical marijuana, it's a medicinal, so they have to pay a lower percentage for the charity. But you get it all back at the end of the year, I heard. So that's how it works. That's what it is. I'm hoping and seeking people to donate their machines to us. Companies that no longer have cigarettes, old cigarette machine producing companies that have cigarette machines that they no longer use because cigarettes are just so unhealthy these days. So, if you have those things and you would like to give them to a good cause, this is a great cause, because every penny and every dime goes towards community actions and positive outlet programs. So, one of my little ones that I designed for myself, which I want to try to fund myself through this also, is called a male dormitory. And a male dormitory are for a nonprofit or a profit or company or entrepreneur. They're an opportunity for you to apply for and get approved for a grant for renovation, where you go and renovate. You go and find decrepit apartment complexes, small ones. We'll have structures and guidelines to where it's only like about 6 apartment units or 4 apartment units. There's guidelines like that to where it's not a big group of people. We want people to be more. My program, I want people to become more independent of not being in groups, and it's for homeless young men from ages 18 to 40, to where they go out and get on the workforce. We give them a moving assistance, and they get a reduced, a rate of $150 or no more than $200 a month for to a apartment which has two bedrooms each, or for to a house if it has 2 bedrooms. For to a house, they pay their own rent. They pay all of it combined inside their one monthly payment is combined with their electric, water, gas, all those utilities and things like that. DHS, all those wonderful things is what a male dormitory is for. It's for all males. There's no females that live there. It's a place for men that have children that don't have a place to have visitations at. You'll have a nice, clean, respectable place for your children to come and visit you in a male dormitory. It's not like a parolee housing unit. You don't have to be in it at a certain time. You can do what you want to do. You can bring people in and out. You can do whatever you want to do. No one's got you under any kind of supervision monitor, any kind of watching. That's your apartment. You pay rent. You lease it. Your name's on the lease, so that's your responsibility. You can own up to it, and you live there, and that's you. So you have a little bit of independence. You can go get yourself cleaned up, get yourself clean, get yourself back on your feet, get yourself a girlfriend, get yourself a boyfriend, and get on your feet, get back in the workforce, and become a productive part of your community and society again. And that's what it's designed for. It's designed for ex-convicts that do not have sex offenses. It's designed for young men that are 18 years old that are homeless, LGBT. Maybe they've been kicked out because just because they're LGBT or discriminated against or things of that such. It's for young men that have lost direction and fallen into a life of crime or just living in trap houses or in the shadows of society. It gives you an opportunity to, we'll help you move into the department. You just have to make the commitment. That's what we basically want to offer through Male Dormitory. It has people that you can, easily contact, counseling and things like that, or things that are already pre-programmed into these housing units. So it's already pre-programmed with things like that. It's pre-programmed with the Wi-Fi and things like that. I see those. I work with the homeless community. That's a big thing. I think that's an inclusive. Is working with the homeless. I got to assimilate with them, and I got to know what they would really need, things that they really need, and they really need the opportunity to prove to not just the people but to themselves that they can do these things, and this is something that they want, something that they need, and something that's going to better their lives and their situations. So. And you got to convince them, because when people tell you bad things for so long, it's hard for them to tell the good things when someone tells you something good about yourself. So you have to sort of reconditioning them. And these inclusive dormitory will be a wonderful hub, a little spot where you can recondition people that have been conditioned in the worst conditioning imaginable, to where it gets you to a point to where your homeless state is a state to where you feel comfortable, and that's where your safe zone is. So we want to lift people out of this mentality and put them back in society. Not that homeless citizens are bad or negative if they're not stealing or breaking the law. It's their choice to live a homeless state if they would like to live a homeless state. But if they do not want to, and they would like to make changes in their life, our inclusive would like to offer housing assistance and move-in assistance to young males from age 18 to 40 to live in dormitory or like frat house style living conditions, and nice things, not bed bug infested things. Not things that are, not locations that are generated just because of who you are or who you associate yourself with. No, open, free, equal, quality housing for anyone that qualifies for these qualifications are the things we want to offer here at Inclusive. Well, I think I know people that have I'm gonna have a new focus on ex-convicts. So I know people that have a lot of people that are ex-convicts. Some of them I know are because of their situation or whatever like this, and they're not sex offenders. They're forced to live, and you don't have to lower your standards if you want. If you made a mistake, you don't have to lower your standards. You want to better your standards. So I want to get them good quality living spaces. Where they pay for it, so they want to get what they're paying for. I don't want the state after incarceration. I think it's unnecessary, and I think it's like sucking mama's titty. If you're sitting there in parolee housing unit that they pay for, through the state, I think you need to start paying for your things yourself. Giving it, and that's just a real reality, because you're gonna come out paper sometime. Y'all gotta understand you're gonna come out paper sometime. So that's just a good reality. But if we were a provider in this city, an affordable group leasing plan. This is what it is. It's like a group leasing plan where you have to have so many tenants inside that house for it to lease. So it's two bedrooms. It's two a bedroom, and it's a 2-bedroom little houses or apartments that we renovate, and the renovation grants go to small businesses or nonprofits, or just private sector citizens who want to invest in things. And so they make these houses affordable. They make them nice and livable. Give them things that I know it's not pampering or spoiling, but it's just giving a peek or a little taste of what could be if you are, if you follow through and become, become once again become a productive part of society, and so, and I wouldn't, I'm not even trying to be funny. If I have to pay this much and I'm coming in there to, excuse my French, a shithole that's just still, what got me caught up is what I'm having to be forced to live back into, just the area and the people. Okay, I would jump at the opportunity to be able to get out and get in a nice, I would even say here in Tulsa, $375 is what, that's the standard. $400 is a luxury apartment. Okay, you'll be in a luxury apartment, where you have nice things, where you have nice people, decent people to hang out with, decent people that also value things and value, what they're building there in that community. That's what we want to build with Male Dormitory. Just a nice, good hub, positive place for people that it could even be just be passing throughs, I'm moving from here. I need to stay, I need a place where it's affordable where I can stay until I'm able to bring my wife down with me. But, because it's not co-ed, it's only all males, but it does give them a place to be family, it gives them a place to make family, and that's what our goal is with Male Dormitory and the Inclusive Strand here at Inclusive. So I'll keep you guys posted. If you guys want to donate, you can donate, push the donate button on our Twitter, or if you want to donate, you can donate to the Republican National Convention on our YouTube channel, or if you want to donate, just go to our shop, and on the shop you can buy t-shirts, and those t-shirts go to charitable causes. Thank you guys. Have a great day.